Welcome to Small Town Snarks. I'm Joel.
And I'm Miranda. Let's get snarky. Days and days and days. That's how it happens. Days and days and days. Welcome back.
We're here.
Did you like that opening?
I did. It's from a little ditty known as Fun Home, the musical.
Yeah.
For those of you who are unaware,
check it out.
Get your
good.
act together. It's a show.
We're back with more unhinged questions.
We are back with more unhinged questions, and I am ready to jump right in if you are.
I've so ready.
Such a good one.
I've never been more ready.
Really?
Yeah, I have my bells on. I told you I would have them on today.
You have your bells on today.
Did you leave yours at home?
Mm-hmm.
What?
I
didn't bring any extra bells with me.
Oh my gosh. What am I going to do?
Well, don't worry. I have mine.
Oh, well, perfect. Okay. You've got enough bells for the both of us. Okay. What Broadway character would you trust to run a Waffle House at 3 a.m.?
A Waffle House that I'm eating at? I have to eat there? Okay.
At 3 a.m.
Broadway character.
Broadway theater, general character.
I mean, the obvious answer is Jenna from Waitress, right?
That seems like too simple of an answer.
Okay.
But I mean, yes. I mean, yeah.
I feel like Tracy Turnblad in Hairspray. I think she could run a good Waffle House.
I think so too.
Yeah.
She's very goal oriented.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like she knows what the job is.
Also, Donna and Mamma Mia. She would run that place like a ship. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you think?
My first instinct when I read this question was Donkey from Shrek, because Donkey in the movie Shrek says, "In the morning I'm making waffles," just deep cut, and
so you have to eat there. So you're fine with like donkey hair being in your waffle.
He says it so confidently that I'm like, okay, he probably knows how to make a waffle.
Okay.
Yeah, that was just I don't know why that was my first thought, but, waffles, musical theater, that was just the first.
I'm just picturing, like, the Broadway costume, like a man in the Broadway costume trying to, like, cook the waffles. But, I can see the logic.
Yeah, it's there. It's canon.
It is canon.
It's canon. Yeah. I also thought, Jenna would be an excellent cook in that situation.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't, I think your answers were great. But, there's not very many musical theater songs where people are, cooking.
I think it's just, who do you think could run a good business?
But, I don't know if they could cook, and I think that's my biggest thing.
Well, they're managing the cooks, right?
Well, let's be perfectly honest. At 3 o'clock in the morning, there's one person doing everything. I mean, you might have a server and a cook. You might. It's
like when I was running the drive-thru at Taco Bell and I had to hop on the line, throw some cheese on tacos, and then run back.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you gotta do all the things.
I mean, I would like to see the leading players Waffle House.
Oh, yeah. I know.
It would be a little scary.
Yeah, I would be a little afraid.
And as long as they're not having the orgy there while I'm there, because I don't really need to...
At the Waffle House at 3 a.m.?
Yeah. What else do you think happens at the Waffle House at 3 a.m.?
I don't know. I've never been.
Well.
Fair enough. Okay. So that's the 3 a.m.
Side note, Westminster needs a Waffle House.
Honestly,
so bad.
Though,
please.
Westminster would be a perfect place for Waffle
I need Waffle House.
What is a show you would never do?
Never,
ever.
Never,
not once would you ever do this show. Really gotta think that surprises me.
Well, I could say my standard response, but I can't even say that because if I gender bent it, I would do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the version of Anything Goes as it stands...
Would never do.
I would never do, because it's too racist. It just... It's such a bummer, because the songs are incredible in that show, but they need to update it.
Yeah.
It needs a good update so that people can do it and not be super insensitive. Yeah.
I hear you. I mean, I've talked about on previous episodes of shows that I really just don't like, but also, like what you said, I feel like if I could take the show and, like, put it through my mind and, like, do whatever I want with it, I'd probably do just about any show.
Right.
I don't ever see myself ever doing a production of, like, I mean, if an elementary school production of Cats counts, I would never ever, I would never need to do Cats ever in my life. I'll see Cats. I don't ever want to, there's too much choreography, too many costumes, and too many people with disdain for that show. I
would produce it. I won't direct it. I just...
Yeah, just not in my wheelhouse.
It's so strange. Like, it's just such a weird show.
I just really love that whole, like, dialogue of, like, it does have a plot, and it does, but it's a really weak one, and let's just put everybody up on stage as cats and call it a day. I'm just like, I don't...
Yeah, I mean, we've had this conversation before. Like, I understand why dancers love it. Yeah. 100%. I get it. It's not for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree. It's not for me.
Fair enough. Is water wet?
I mean, I'm going to say no.
Okay.
And I'm going to say no because water makes things wet, but water itself isn't wet. That's my take on it.
So if we're using wet in the term as, like, liquid, then yes, I would say water is wet, which is liquid. Because frozen water, ice, is not wet.
Well, but if you touch it, you're going to get... Your hand is going to get wet.
Right.
If it's ice.
Which would then make it wet, yeah. So, there's your answer, everybody. We don't know.
You tell us.
You tell us.
Is water wet?
Oh my gosh.
I say no.
Okay. Miranda says no. I'll do two more really unhinged ones, and then I've got a good serious one for you.
Okay.
If you were a fish, what kind of fish would you be?
I would like to be a starfish. I think that would be fun. What? What's wrong with my answer, Joel?
I need more of a reasoning.
I mean, you want my reasoning? I like Pearl from Finding Nemo. That's my reasoning. And she's pink. And I think it'd be fun to be pink and just, like, hanging out.
You would be such a good Pearl in Finding Nemo the musical. Done.
Pearl is the starfish, right? Or am I thinking of, is Pearl the little octopus? Pearl's the starfish. Okay, Pearl's the starfish. Daryl's shaking his head, yes. Who's the little octopus?
I thought it was Peach.
Oh.
I think it's Peach.
I'm talking about, okay, audience, we don't know. We'll get back to you, but I'm talking about the starfish.
We have to exchange our Disney card. Like, we'll have to return them.
From Finding Nemo, I'd like to be them.
Allison Janney plays the unnamed starfish in Finding Nemo.
But, like, if you're talking, like, my personality and stuff, do you think I give starfish energy, or should I, like, if you were to assign a fish to me, what would you assign?
I don't know. I have to think on that. I just, for a humor answer for myself of what I would be, that just as a joking response, it'd be a blobfish.
Yeah, that's your go-to.
Yeah, they're ridiculous to look at. But, they are.
I know, but like, why would you assign that to yourself? You're not ridiculous to look at.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that. Stop calling myself a blobfish.
I think you'd be a nice, like, rainbow trout or something.
Rainbow trout?
Yeah.
Like just a fish swimming up sea.
Or you'd be an octopus.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're really smart, and you've got a wealth of knowledge.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so nice of you. I don't know, like, such a weird thing, like, thing to have to think about for someone else. So, like, what kind of fish would you be? Yeah. Starfish is really good, though.
I'm vibing with the starfish.
Yeah, they just kind of go with the flow, but also they've got a lot of things that they're working, like, they're just very goal-oriented.
We need shirts that say goal-oriented starfish. We need merch for the podcast.
True.
Gotta get some quotes on some shirts and magnets and stuff.
Another fun question for you. What is the hardest word to say backwards?
For me, almost all of them. I struggle to think backwards. Like, if you're like, do the alphabet backwards, I can't. Like, I could get to Z. And that's it. My brain just doesn't work that way. Mm-hmm. But, like, the hardest word, I don't know. What do you think? Can you actually say things backwards?
No. Oh, God. No. I used to be able to say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious backwards just because, it's just iconic.
What a nerd.
But now I'm like sitting here thinking, I'm trying to think of other like really long words that people have like not mnemonic devices, but like ways to like memorize them. Mm-hmm. I don't know why, but like Mississippi is coming up in my head, and I'm like, how would you even say Mississippi? It is. I can't even say no, that's not right, because I don't know. I don't know. Do you have one, though? A hard word to say back? What is the hardest word to say?
I mean, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious is a good one.
It is a good one.
What's another stupid long word?
I feel like aardvark is...
Aardvark. And now I can't do it. See, we found it. That's the hardest one.
You're going to start saying things backwards and be casting some spells or something up.
Yeah. I'm going to get to I was going to say rehearsal. I'm going to get to call time today, and people are going to be like, are you good?
You're like, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what the hardest word is to say backwards.
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking about all day, not this show that we're doing twice.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to take a step away from the really crazy questions. For one that when preparing for this episode, I said to Daryl that I really actually love this question.
Okay.
And we could do a whole episode on this, but what creatively inspires you?
That's a good question.
Isn't that a good question?
I mean, I think there's a lot of answers to that. Like movies, seeing other theater, Disney, Universal. I know those both inspire us as well. Also, I mean, I was feeling really inspired after last night, after we finally had an audience see our show. I was like, awesome, like, we did something. Like, what else can I do that's like this? Yeah, I think there's a lot, like, I mean, just recently, me and my friends did a movie for 72 Film Fest, and, like, I think you can tell from the movie, I mean, you watched it, I think you can tell that, like, I recently watched the Terrifier movies and was feeling inspired by those, there's, you can find inspiration in a lot of things.
Yeah.
How about you?
I mean, you hit the nail on the head with mine, but like, I will say, I mean, yes, of all of the things that you just said, probably seeing live theater inspires me more than anything else. And the fact that, like, not only does it inspire me creatively, like, with the work that we're doing, but, like, it inspires me creatively in my day job. It inspires me creatively just as a human being. It makes me a more empathetic person. It makes me more of an engaged person. It makes me, like, a harder worker because I'm, you know, amazed by the capabilities and the stamina of people performing. And, like, I think that's, you know, my biggest thing. And, you know, I think the same thing could be said of you. And, you know, I think we both have a similar feeling to this of, like, we know when we're at a point where we're not filled creatively, you know, we're not receiving enough of that, like, creative energy in order to, you know, I can't produce things as well.
Right.
Or, you know, provide as much support to things when I'm not feeling creatively engaged.
Right.
Which is why I'm always like, if, you know, we're on here and I'm like, I just saw a show or blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that's the thing that just, it keeps me going. And I can feel after a period of time when I haven't done it in a while where I'm like, okay, yeah, I need to, like, sit in a dark theater for 2.5 hours and just, like, collect my thoughts.
Yeah, I will say, I think recently with me being, you know, just so busy and doing shows back to back, my biggest inspiration have been the performers I've been working with. I mean, like, I will just be so run down and, like, show up to rehearsal and, like, they start doing some really interesting things and I'm like, oh, okay, let's go with that. Let's modify this. And it's such a collaborative effort. And I do really feel like, in particular with Something Rotten, because that's kind of like one of the last shows on this long journey that I've had this year of doing shows. But this cast has been so great with, like, contributing different character ideas and trying some interesting blocking that it's really helped inspire me to be able to do my job better. You know, so I think too, like, definitely I think we could both benefit from seeing some live theater soon that we didn't create, but the cast definitely brings their own level of inspiration to it as well.
Well, we talked about this recently, of this idea that, like, we've worked with a lot of the same people over and over again this year. And I mean, I had nothing to do with the creation of Something Rotten, but, like, I've worked with so many people in Something Rotten so many times this summer. And I've said about their performances up to this point, prior to seeing Something Rotten, I'm like, they are giving some of the best performances I've ever seen them give. And then I come in and see Something Rotten, and they just keep finding ways to continue to outperform themselves. One
performer in particular, you said that about them in falsettos, and then you said it again about them in Something Wrong.
Yes,
so that is one of the most rewarding parts of what we do, is seeing the growth that people who continue to come back and do shows with us, we see it. We see the I don't want to say improvement in performance, but we see them become more grounded and confident in their performances, and in turn it makes them a more engaging performer. And
for sure.
Getting to see that journey is it's like being a parent. It's like our babies grow up and we're so proud of them. So there's definitely a lot of people in this show that I'm just so proud of.
It's also a good reminder for us that, you know, in addition to us doing 73,000 shows in, you know, a 6-month period, a lot of our performers are also doing the same thing. And to see them continue to deliver time and time again, you know, it's something we're all passionate about. And it's, you know, we're giving up, and we're spending a lot of our hours working on putting on quality shows, and it, you know, it just keeps getting better and better. So
and like I said in the last episode, I've spent additional time and will continue spending additional time making sure that all of our shows for next season are in good hands, because I've recognized I need to take a step back to focus on some other things for a little bit. But you know, there's a level of pressure that comes with that, because in Something Wrong, I know I have at least one person, at least two people one of them, this is like their first show in 15 years. One of them, this is their first show ever.
Yeah.
So even though this is like my 7th show this year, I'm like, well, this is their first show ever, and I owe it to them to make this as good of an experience as I can.
Yes.
So it kind of reminds me of how people talk about like the medical field and stuff. It's like, you know, when it becomes just a job, you have to remember like the people that you're working with or the people that you're, you know, giving this thing to. This is their first time. So even though it's your 20th, it's their first. 100%. And like having that mindset is very helpful.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Moving away from there to something not as serious, but what is your favorite movie you have seen this year?
This year. Trying to think of what all I've seen this year. I really enjoyed the new Final Destination movie.
Oh, okay.
I also really enjoyed Sinners. Those would probably be my top 2. Weapons was a lot of fun. Yeah, there've been some good ones. How about you?
I, over the last several months, really haven't had a whole ton of time to go to the movies, but I love going to the movies. I am a big fan of the movies. There's a lot of really good, like, Disney stuff. A lot of stuff from Disney, Pixar in the last couple of months that I was, you know, genuinely very happy with. And, like, I just love a good laugh and, like, a good, like, something funny. And, like, when we're working on, like, serious shows, it's always good to have, like, something that's, like, lighthearted. Yeah. So I can't necessarily say that I've seen anything revolutionary or, like, groundbreaking recently, but, like...
You loved Freakier Friday.
I had a good time with Freakier Friday.
How many times did you see it?
I saw it twice.
I thought you saw it 3 times. But maybe I'm off
base. I don't know. I've lost all track of time. I've lost all control of my life. It's fine. Yeah. So like 2 or 3 more questions real quick.
Let's do it.
We were joking about this one beforehand, and I don't even know how to answer it, but I'm excited to hear your answer.
Okay.
Would you trust a raccoon with your debit card?
Depends on the raccoon. And here's the thing.
Yeah.
They can hold stuff, so I would trust them to be able to. Hands. Yeah, they have the hand.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're cute.
They creep me out.
But emus are fine.
Yeah, they're awesome.
They don't even have arms.
They have creepy little hands.
So I feel confident.
Would you rather fight an emu-sized raccoon?
Or 50.
Or 100 emu-sized.
What?
100
raccoon-sized emus.
I'm sorry. Yes, back to the debit card.
I feel like they could carry it pretty well. I do think they're pretty smart. So if they figured out that they could use that thing to, like, purchase food from a vending machine, they would do it. So it depends. That's what I'm saying. It depends on the raccoon. Do you know this raccoon? Do you have experience with this raccoon? But, like, why would you give a raccoon your debit card? Are you trying to get them to, like, run errands for you?
Maybe.
Because I feel like I can negotiate with a raccoon. Like, hey, if I give you this debit card and you go to the vending machine, you get a snack, but you also have to bring me a snack. And I think we could make it work. So I'm going to say yes.
Okay. I wouldn't.
Why?
So my first natural instinct when we discussed this was I would be concerned about it just spending on my card, and then I thought realistically, I'm like, a raccoon doesn't know how to use a debit card. So my concern would be that the raccoon would, like, destroy the card, like it would chew on it or, like, something like that, and I don't have time to replace it.
They do like to wash their food, so they would probably put it in water and then try to eat it.
Are you alluding to the raccoon? Have you seen the raccoon with the cotton candy?
Yes, it's so sad. It's horrible. It's like torture.
It is so sad. So sad. Do you have a favorite theater ritual?
I'm gonna say yeah. I like going backstage with the cast before the shows, and we usually circle up, and we hold hands, we close our eyes, take a deep breath, and then I like send a pulse around the circle. So I squeeze the hand of the person next to me, and it comes all the way back to me. I think it just helps people get in the zone for the show. That's really it. I mean, recently I've loved our Screaming into the Void times.
You were gonna say that. Yeah.
Where we'll just grab hands and yell. I think that's
it does help. It's
really healing. Yeah.
I will say for me, like I agree with like checking in with the cast before the show actually starts. But one of my other things, and I've always done this as just I think it's just a good like vibe check and a good energy check. But I've always made it my mission before, like at call time, when everybody's arriving at the space, to make sure that I greet or welcome everybody, whether it's hey, happy opening night, or my favorite is the closing. I love the when it's over, it's over. Like it just like start just having that moment of connection. Not only does it help me realize that people are in the building and I don't have to go on as anybody, or in any roles, it's just a good opportunity to just like pulse check and like, you know, okay, great, we're all here, everybody's good, we're doing the show. I handwrite cards for every show for cast and crew, and I'm not gonna say it's my favorite. I'll be honest, it's a lot of work, and sometimes it does feel like, when am I gonna find time to write these cards? But I remember during Heather's how it felt to receive one of those handwritten cards, and I was like, this is important. And honestly, with people volunteering their time, I feel like it's the least I can do. So yeah, I like to do that as well. Yeah.
I like happy bittersweet closing, and they usually go, oh.
If you could magically learn any instrument, which one would it be?
Piano.
Oh, yeah, I feel like that's like universal.
I would use it a lot. But if I wanted like something just fun and random, banjo.
No.
Could you imagine if one day I was just like, oh yeah, let me just get my banjo real quick?
You just want to do Bright Star again.
I love it.
Yeah.
The bluegrass music.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm here for it.
Big fan.
I will be seated if you do that again.
Oh. Yeah, piano is such a good answer to that question, because I feel like once you know the piano, you can learn almost anything else.
It's just a boring answer, though. Like
it is.
What's your second? Like, what's your
Glockenspiel.
Oh my god! Could you imagine? We could form a band: the Glockenspiel and the banjo. What would our band name be, though?
Glockenjoes. Bandspiel. I like it. I don't know.
I still like Small Town Sluts. If we're not going to use it for the OnlyFans, we gotta use it for our band.
Oh my. I want to wrap up with one other question.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry, two more. Okay. One's quick and then one's, they're both quick. Okay. What is the best color, not your favorite?
Purple.
Okay. Sure.
I'm just vibing with it. How about you?
Teal.
Okay.
It's a happy balance between blue and green.
What's your favorite? Gray?
I do wear a lot of gray. No, I love blue. Blue is
Me too.
Yeah. Blue is a universal color. I mean, you could have light blue, dark blue, blue.
Blue. Baby blue.
Cerulean. I don't know. Last question. For real this time. If you could be any fictional character, who would it be? Who would it be? Who would you be? To be or not to be?
That's the question.
That is the question.
Any fictional character.
Any fictional character.
I mean, when I was a kid, I always wanted to be Ariel from The Little Mermaid.
Mm-hmm. I love a good Disney answer.
I'm like trying to think. I feel like I should give like a musical answer too.
Okay, yeah, maybe do that. What fictional theater character?
I really love Stephanie J. Block's character in 9 to 5.
Oh, Judy.
Yeah, Judy.
She has a great.
She has a great arc.
Arc,
I think. Yeah, I mean, I'd be Judy.
Mm-hmm.
Love to be Judy in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Killing it.
Mm-hmm.
Realizing my worth.
Mm-hmm.
All the things. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How about you?
From a theater standpoint, I really just love a character that has a good story.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be fun to be SpongeBob. Just like SpongeBob would be fun.
Yeah. A little stressful though.
Mm-hmm.
The world is ending.
That's true. I will say, but he makes out fine in the end. They all do.
Spoilers! Oh my gosh.
Could you imagine if SpongeBob just ends with the volcano and just...
That would be so sad.
It would be so sad. I also just, again, looking at our post-series when we just talked about Bright Star, dang, does, Alice Murphy go through it? And then she just has a great ending. The
trauma, though. That's the only reason why I wasn't going to say her. Because you ain't getting rid of that trauma. You might have a good ending, but you're still going to have PTSD.
The journey to get there. Yeah. I don't know. But, yeah. I'll stick with SpongeBob.
Okay. I like that.
Well, do you have a question for me? Or anything else?
What was your favorite part of Something Rotten?
Ooh. I mean, we talked about it in the last episode, but I love all of the musical theater references, and I find myself, every single time I see it, finding new ones. I also, we talked about this last night a little bit, but, there are some in there that are so niche that, only the theateriest of theater people will be like, and you could tell because there was an escalation of laughter on some of them, and I'm like, oh yes, oh yeah.
And by the time they pick up the joke, another joke is coming.
Yes,
so
exactly.
It's
so I love a musical, and I also big shout out to Abby and what she did in that number, because the focus of tying in the history of Small Town Stars with that is just, it's iconic.
I know. I put something in my director's note about that, and I also texted her today. I was just like, you should be really proud of that number, what you did with that. I just felt so warmed by it. It felt like a warm hug watching it. Yeah.
I felt the same way, and I'm seeing people in seeing people who weren't in certain roles wearing costumes from, past shows, seeing people in costumes that they recently worn, and not gonna lie, seeing certain people wear Into the Woods costumes, or seeing people wear Pippin costumes. I was like, I didn't think I'd ever see these people in these costumes again, getting this moment of okay, that's just for a brief moment, getting to relive those shows and those memories.
And that Pink Lady's jacket is 9 years old.
Yeah. 9 years old.
Yeah. It's crazy to think about. And we're on the stage that we did that show in, so.
Yeah, it's wild from that standpoint, and it's just like a warm hug.
It is.
Just okay, here we are on the eve of 10 years. It's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's put me in my feels.
Yeah, I think a musical, and then just in general, just seeing people really love that show and really just discover that show, because I know it's been I remember you and I seeing it on the same day and not realizing we were both there at the theater at the same time. The show's been around for so many years, but seeing people who have never seen it before get to experience that is a great experience.
It's a lot of fun. If you haven't experienced that show, you're missing out. So put it on your list. And find a production of it, or listen to the music, and you won't be sorry. It's a good time.
It is.
All right, Snarkies.
Till next time.
Till next time.
Bye.
And that's a wrap. Thanks for getting snarky with us. We'll see you later.
See you next time.